Taurus, to your New Year's 2026 reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. You have this beautiful Capricornian energy. So let's get in here and see what it is talking about here. Creating deep conversations, engaging in both singles and couples, meaningful things, hardworking, having that Mercury energy coming out, how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Wow. So very nice. I really do like that though, because it's going to, for the new year, it's really going to bring out how you want to write, talk, travel. Regrouping. So I'm not going to use that card just yet though, guys, because I really want to see, you know, what's going on in the winter for you. So I think we're going to put a card there. I do see a lot of shared values, future planning for you as well. When we talk about the 8th house here as well, that was underneath the bottom of the deck. But let's see what's going on here. Getting straight into winter. Wintertime, you're going to have the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. It's crazy because Aries got the same thing as well. They got the Capricorn card and this beautiful Venus coming out as well. So let's see what we have here. The part of you that desires beauty, success, having that Venus coming through, bringing, encouraging that love. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. Yeah, you guys are getting the same exact cards as Aries over here. That's interesting. You're really pulling out that Aries energy. All 3 cards, that's crazy. The only difference is they had this Piscean energy that was coming through. You guys had that Mercury energy coming through, so that's interesting. But yeah, I'm liking this. Leadership and efficiency over here. That leadership out of that Venus, I mean, giving and receiving, sharing the wealth, generosity. That Venus is also fostering emotional intelligence when it comes to this situation, especially in the workplace when we're talking about that Capricornian energy, disappointments and abandonments, withdrawal and escaping. So it does feel like, you know what, if this job was breadcrumbing me and we're having any kind of financial issues, I will go ahead and walk away from this situation. Okay. Opening new doors, planning new essential things as you're walking into something new, having that chaos. So it looks like you're walking right into 2026. I mean, the same exact way Aries is. You guys are having this combustion of energy. You're having this chaos with this, but yet this awakening, this understanding, building on what no longer served you into a new area of your life. So it could be like saying, like, if you're running your own business, for instance, it's like, I'm going to take this one piece, my business is falling, but I'm going to take this one essential piece with me to rebuild on this area of my life, right? To build this up. But I'm going to take away all the other pieces because the other pieces didn't help. Right? It didn't help. In fact, some of it could have even hurt the business. Right? So I got rid of them. Like, for instance, if you're running some kind of candle shop, you have a candle shop, right? I can sell potpourri and it sells very well. But man, as soon as I sell a sage stick, that stuff just does not sell. It's just hurting me because I keep buying these sage sticks and no one's buying them. So it becomes a waste of product, right? But I can sell the potpourri and everybody wants the potpourri. But man, as soon as I sell sage, they're like, nope, I'm not here for sage. Which would really be kind of strange, though, don't you think, though, in some ways? Like if I did open up a candle store, it's like sage wouldn't sell. I think it would depend on what kind of store it was. Is it literally just a candle store, or is it a Wiccan store? Is it a store for sages and incense, or is it just, you see what I'm saying? I think maybe it depends on what you're doing over there, my friends. Is it, what kind of store is it? What kind of store is it? You know, what kind of candle store? That's interesting thought, though. Huh. I don't know where I came up with this shit, but let me tell you. That was kind of a thought, though. Like, that would be kind of weird. Because I know the kind of, but look, I go into like the store I go to is called Crystal Fantasy. I mean, we get crystals and tarot cards. You see what I'm saying? But if you were walking, but they do have just regular like Etsy shops, right? Isn't that what they're called, guys? Etsy or something, where it's just candles, but not like candles for, you know, angel influences and, you know what I mean, smudging. So maybe it would be weird. I don't know. Good thought, though. Good thought. Okay, so let's go ahead and get over here and see what's going on in the springtime. Okay, getting into spring over here. Just going to keep that tower sitting there, my friends. All that's needed. So let's see what's going on. Going straight into spring. Neptune, your fantasies, yearnings, longings, potentials for illusion. Bringing that joy and playfulness out of the situation as well. I feel like also with this Neptune energy, I do feel, because it's that Piscean energy, I do feel like there's that dolphin energy, you know, where you have joy and happiness, and, you know, you got the Three of Cups feeling going on, right? But it's also talking about the moon as well, which is interesting. So it's bringing in that Cancerian Piscean energy, where it just feels like, okay, now you're going to bring in this a period of playfulness, this place of desires, a place where I can just feel joy and happiness. It's your birthday time. Okay. It's your birthday time. You can have satisfaction, a place of satisfaction and results. We do see the Saturn at the bottom of the deck over here, where the part of you accepts the challenge to gain the wisdom. So it's almost like it's positioning you for some kind of long-term success in your life through these play, through these, your imagination. Whoa. Some of you might even be a Pisces rising, Cancer rising. I am feeling a lot of Pisces energy over here, more than anything. There it is. Now we're going to say Scorpion. So some of you might have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy in your chart heavy, some kind of water in your chart heavy, because now we're going to talk about the illusions of wishful thinking of the Seven of Cups, which is a Piscean card now. Not just that Neptune energy of, right, my underwater world, but definitely the daydreaming, the searching for the purpose. You know, it's the hard work. This is where it feels like that Capricorn ambition is really going to start pushing now. It feels like this is really going to insist on getting down to you thinking about what you really, truly want within your life. Yeah, I do feel like this is going to be a place where you're, you know, you could put pen to paper type of scenario and start really writing out your manifestations. Great time to manifest. Right. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I ran out of room on my disc. I've been doing so many readings. But yes, that's, so yeah, feeling like you're, you know, really getting down to the nitty gritty over here. Let's look and see what else is going on within the situation. During springtime, please, for Aries, Taurus. Best message. Duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. Yeah. I'm trying to do too, because it does feel like you're trying to bring in maybe the work-life balance or love-life balance, one of the other, work and love balance. There's some kind of dual thing going on, but it could also be of how you're going to bring them together within these opportunities. Remember, you have so many things in a cup, right? So many open doors, so many ideas, right? So you could be trying to mix match ideas to formulate what's going to be the best for my life, making the best investments. So right now is a good time to invest. You do have the green light to go invest in Bitcoin or do whatever it is that you need. It's a great time. Opportunities, new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip change is coming just in time. Ooh, I like that. And there's going to be some major ending going on. It's time to say goodbye to whatever is being cut out of your life or that, is going away. It does feel like it is being kind of cut out of your life. It does feel like it doesn't need to be there anymore. It does feel like the fire horse does come in and just kind of say, okay, this is not going to work. So we're going to burn this down. Which is like, well, that's fine, right? We already went through the dragon. We already had the snake come and do it for us. So fine, fire horse, do the same. I mean, it's the same energy, whatever. It's like, how many more things you rip out of my life, right? Which is good because this is also going to be upgrading your life, though, which I do like. Because remember, the horse is about passion and, about passion and wealth and all the great things. So going into summertime, you do have the Virgo energy into the first house. So how people are seeing you work so hard. So now there's a different kind of work going on over here. This is this diligent, non-painstaking air. I'm going, crazy. I'm going crazy, right? Virgo is Mercury energy. So it does feel like you are sharpening your instincts, helping to, save money, seeing yourself as a different person. There's a lot of introspective. There's a lot of Virgo energy over here coming in with the past and how you're seeing the past. So it does feel like you're kind of revisiting the past a little bit. And that could also be the endings. If that ending is because you lost someone, my condolences to you. Those kind of endings of saying goodbye a lot of times, those are actual passings of people, pets, things of that nature. So if somebody did pass, my condolence. I do feel as August is approaching, though, you're getting urged to address some financial situations within your life, though, too. But I also think you are also having some kind of disharmony with someone. You could feel like there's some bad choices that are being made that you're just not. This is a disruption in your relationship. It could be somebody disrupting your relationship. Yeah. But it looks like you're, huh. So be careful of that. Okay. Yeah, there's some burdens within the commitments, emotional intimacy, and shared understandings. Not having shared understandings, releasing some stress. Could just be some stress on the situation. Could also be from this ending. I feel like it's from this ending. I feel like this ending is, coming through. So this could be, that's the end. So that's going to be like June. So I do feel like that could be coming into, that ending could be coming into play over here in July. If you're having that ending in June, this could be happening in July, causing a major upset. Okay. And going straight into fall, the end of the year over here, we do have the 10th house and some Scorpio energy. The energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. And going straight into the 10th house of achievements and status on the outside world. And your Aries is falling out, which is crazy. So it says, hey, but you're dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely to occur. So I do feel like there's going to be some major decisions going on. I do feel like you're positioning yourself for long-term success, ensuring yourself with this strong vitality on your way to the top. Yeah. You do have some King of Pentacles energy over here as you're going through this major shift. There's going to be this time of relaxation, but I also feel like you're going to take this healthy balance between your body, mind, soul, work, home, love. You see what I'm saying? So I do feel like you are learning to position yourself around all these new things. But I think you kind of learn that over there in springtime about what it is, how I want things done. You could have even been making some kind of, who knows, right? Some kind of major plan for the future. So I do like this though. It does feel like any kind of frustration that was there that you were feeling in the summertime towards the end of August through September. I do feel like it's kind of coming back around as, okay, well, now I'm in control. I've kind of let that go and I'm finding my new mojo. I'm finding my new place of bold action and discipline, taking on some kind of financial stability. But I also feel like within your love life and your, yeah, your love life and where you want to have this happiness with other people, you're really finding your way. You're seeking these new ideas, new responsibilities, deepening your emotions around them. I don't know. It's kind of interesting though, because I do feel like where you're moving forward is into a place of you're kind of like kicking to the wind. Let's just go. We know where we need to be, but it's almost like you're going to take advantage of anything that's being offered to you so that you can push towards that. I like it though, because if you had any kind of collaborations with anyone else, which could be this King of Swords, it's saying you as the Page of Wands say, fine, let's do it. Let's do this. I'm going to get inspired. I just feel like you could be teaming up with people around you as well for your own legacy. But there's so much hope over here. I mean, I don't know. It's just like you're really open to thoughts about how you're going to change things. It's like, you went, let's go, let's do this. You're getting really serious about what it is you truly want. But you've been serious, my friends, all year. There's nothing that doesn't say that. That Capricorn energy is super serious. I just feel like you're adopting new innovative tools, exploring new realms, using your imagination a lot over here in the springtime. And that imagination is good though, because that's the desire to dream about your future and to bring those desires to light, but still keeping yourself on course. And not only on course, but also pushing yourself to new courses, right? We've seen that. Yeah, I don't know. This is amazing. This is amazing. It's almost like if I feel like I'm at a crossroads, it's okay, because I'm going to get into this area. I'm going to look at the priorities of what it really is and then go after this goal and accomplish this one. I have no problem switching lanes. You see what I'm saying? So you're just like, but I like that. And that's a duality also as well, because you're saying, if this doesn't fucking work, then I'll do it this way. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to worry about it. If I allow too much, or if I allow competition into my world, it will drain me. So I'm just thinking about the rewards, making room for what needs to be focused on the most. And I like it. And you're fantasizing about it. There's a lot of fantasy. And then going after that dream with all your tools, your resources. Oh my gosh, guys, that's amazing. Okay, so let's get in here. Beautiful reading, guys. 1818, willpower. Yeah, you couldn't tell me. Achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters, courage and luck. Wow. Significant events are on the cards for you, Aries, Taurus. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. Wow, we've seen everything in this reading about that. At the end, leaving 2026, you have the Fool, which says, I'm on the Fool's journey to this new legacy, to this desired place that I've been dreaming of and putting all my focus on, allowing endings to, be bygones and let them go. And like I said, unless that's just, that, like I said, that could be a friend, a family member, a pet. So my condolences if that's more than just that, right? Because that does happen, especially in these kind of readings, guys. Those real deaths do pop up because they are a part of who we are, and sometimes they can harm us, and sometimes it can harm us and then also encourage us to push us to the next level. Like, I'm gonna go do it for you, Dad. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they're there for overall reasons. Okay, whether it's weakening or whether it's empowering, or maybe it's weakening to empower. So, you know, death is a part of life. We live to die. It's just the way it is. So, but my condolences, anyways, to anyone who has lost someone. I've lost so many people throughout the years. If you've been on the channel, you probably know. I lost my grandma, I lost this, I lost that. My uncle last year was my cousin, and the year before that was my uncle, and then my grandma, and oh my gosh, right? So as we get older, we lose more, but it's try to think of it as empowering as much as possible. Okay, and may the stars be your limits. And you know what? Go get them, guys. Go get them. The world is your oyster. Till next time. And guess what, guys? I will see you next year in 2026. Bye bye.